Yeah. So chapter 2 we are discussing unit number 1, chapter 2. So chapter 2 is unit number 1, chapter 2 is correlation and regression. Correlation and regression. Correlation and regression. So in this, if you observe here, two topics are there. First one is correlation and the second one is regression. That means you will get 115 marks question from correlation, 115 marks question from 12 marks question. You have 12 marks, I think. So 112 marks question from correlation and 112 marks, one long answer from regression, and one short answer from correlation and one short answer from regression. So totally two short answers you will get and two long answers. Two long answers means there is a possibility of curve fitting included in A or B. Okay, so curve fitting is included one long answer. So that means either correlation and regression compulsory one long answer you will get, and in another long answer curve fitting one question and correlation one question you will get. So total two long answers will be given to you. You can answer any one question, okay, in the examination. So curve fitting one short answer, correlation and regression two short answers. Total three short answers will be given to you, okay, in first unit. Okay, so first we will discuss correlation. First, what are the topics that are there in correlation? First we will discuss. So there are several topics are there in correlation. So first one is we will discuss what is the definition of correlation. So first one I will discuss is what is the definition of correlation. What is the definition of correlation? So if you know the definition, then next step is you have to learn what are the different types of correlations are there. So next one is types of correlation you will learn. Just listen, this copy I will send to you, no problem, don't worry. This copy I will send, I will upload this video in YouTube also. So don't write, just listen carefully. Okay, so first we will discuss definition of correlation. Next we will discuss types of correlation. So after that we will discuss what are the studying of correlation, how the correlation will be studied, studying of correlation. So first we will define correlation definition. Next, how many types of correlation we will discuss. After that, how you will study correlation. So there are several methods are there of studying correlation. The first one is scattered diagram. Scattered diagram. First method is scattered diagram. Second method is Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient. Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient, that is the second method we will discuss. And the third one is Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Spearman is the scientist who has given, so Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Rank correlation coefficient. So studying of, actually four methods are there in studying of correlation. Concurrent method is also there, but we will discuss only three: scattered diagram, Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient, and Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So these are the studying of correlation. How to study correlation coefficient you will learn here. Okay, so after that you will learn properties of correlation coefficient. Properties of correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient. After that you will learn properties of correlation coefficient. What are the properties are there of correlation coefficient? Okay. Next you will learn limits of rank correlation coefficient. Limits of rank correlation coefficient. Limits of rank correlation coefficient. Next we will learn is limits of rank correlation coefficient. The last topic you will learn correlation is correlation ratio. Correlation ratio. Correlation ratio. Correlation ratio. So these are the topics we will learn in correlation, because if you know the topics, then you can understood better. Then you will know what are the topics you have to learn in this unit or in this chapter. So that means in correlation, first what we will define what is the definition of correlation. Next we will learn what is the types of correlation, how many types of correlations are there. Next, how to study correlation coefficient. There are several methods are there: scattered diagram, Karl Pearson, and Karl Pearson correlation coefficient, and Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Next we will learn properties of correlation coefficient. Next we will learn limits of rank correlation, and last one we will learn correlation ratio. Okay, so in this the first three, that means definition of correlation, types of correlation, scattered diagram. Scattered diagram, these are for short answers. These are short answer questions. So one short answer you will get from here. So types of correlation, definition of correlation, and then scattered diagram also short answer question only, and remaining up to so up to limits of rank correlation coefficient. Limits of rank correlation coefficient, you will get one long answer. You will get one long answer question. Derivation, any one derivation you will get. Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient, Spearman's rank correlation coefficient, properties, limits of rank correlation coefficient. This correlation ratio is a short answer question, or the practical. Practical is very, very important in correlation ratio. So this comes under practical. So it is only a short answer question. Short answer question is there for correlation ratio. I think all of you know what are the topics now you have in correlation. So how many topics you have? 3 definitions, 1, 2, this one scatter diagram, and this one 4 definitions are there. The remaining 4 long answer questions will be there. 4 short answers and 4 long answers. Probably properties, if you consider 4 long answers you will get. Okay. So these are the topics that we will discuss in correlation. And one more thing is there. What is that? Regression is also there. So under regression, what are the topics we will discuss? Because correlation you will get one long answer, and regression you will get one long answer. So what are the topics that are there in regression? So next we will discuss in regression, what are the topics we will discuss. Okay. So in regression first we will learn what is the definition of regression. So definition of regression, that is the first topic you will learn in regression. Next you will learn lines of regression. Next topic is lines of regression. In lines of regression, there are 2 lines are there. 2 lines of regressions are there. First one is regression line of y on x. First one is regression line of y on x. Second one is regression line of x on y. Regression line of x on y. These are the 2 questions you have. So lines of regression you have y on x and x on y. Next properties of, next one is definitions of regression coefficients. Definitions of regression coefficients. So after that, the last topic is properties of regression coefficients. So these are the topics we will discuss. So definition of regression, lines of regression, you have 2 questions, regression line of y on x, regression line of x on y, and definition of regression coefficients, properties of regression coefficients. So in this, the short answer questions are definition of regression and definition of regression coefficients. These are the short answer questions. Definition of regression and definition of regression coefficients. And long answer, 3 long answer questions will be there. Regression line of y on x, regression line of x on y, and properties of regression lines. These are the 3 long answers you have. Out of the 3 long answers, 1 question you will get. 1 long answer you will get, and 1 short answer you will get. So these are the topics that we will discuss in correlation and regression. Is it clear, everyone? Everyone is clear? Can we discuss correlation now? Is everything is clear? What are the topics that we will discuss? Yeah, I think it is clear. Everybody now know what are the topics that are there in correlation and regression. How the examination questions you will get long answers and short answers. So regression, 3 long answer questions are there. Out of these 3 long answer, 1 long answer question you will get. So 2 definitions are there. Out of these 2 definitions, short answers, you will get 1 question. Okay. Similarly, correlation also 4 derivations are there. Out of these 4 derivations, 1 long answer, and 4 short answers are there. Out of 4 short answers, you will get 1 short answer. Is it clear, all of you? So now unit chapter 2 is clear. Now we have to discuss one by one. So one by one means first you have to learn what do you mean by correlation. So if you want to learn what do you mean by correlation, first you have to learn what is the meaning of univariate distribution. Already I have told univariate, bivariate. Univariate variable means what is that? Univariate distribution means what is that? If single variable is involved in any distribution, then it is called univariate distribution. If single variable is there, suppose you are considering only heights of students you are considering. Otherwise, you are considering only mathematics marks. Only one variable is there. So if any distribution, only one variable is involved, then that type of distributions are called univariate distributions. So correlation requires bivariate data, correlation. In the name itself, it is a correlation. That means you require at least 2 variables. 2 variables means bivariate data is required. So next definition you have to learn is what do you mean by bivariate distribution? Bivariate distribution means what is that? If 2 variables are involved in any distribution, then it is called bivariate distribution. So now all of you know what do you mean by univariate distribution? What do you mean by bivariate distribution? Univariate distribution means if single variable is involved in any distribution, then it is called univariate distribution. Example, suppose you are collecting heights of students, then how many variables are there? Only one variable is their height. Okay, so that is called univariate distribution. The second one, what is the second one? Second one is called bivariate distribution. So what do you mean by bivariate distribution? In any distribution, if two variables are involved, then it is called bivariate distribution. So that means, suppose if you want to give an example, suppose I am considering the heights and weights of students. Heights and weights, that means how many variables I am considering? Two variables. So correlation requires at least bivariate data. Correlation requires at least bivariate data. So correlation always requires bivariate. The bivariate data means two variables are compulsory required, minimum two variables. Okay, so now I will define correlation. What is the definition of correlation now? In the name itself it is there. Correlation means any relation is there or not. That means correlation requires bivariate data. All of you know. So bivariate means, suppose I am taking x is the one variable, y is one variable. So this is the bivariate data or not? Two variables means it is a bivariate data. So correlation means the effect of change in one variable. The effect of change in one variable affects the corresponding. That means the change in one variable affects the corresponding change in the other variable. Then there is said to be a correlation between the variables. What do you mean by correlation? Correlation means the change in one variable affects the corresponding change in the other variable. Then there is said to be a correlation between those variables. Correlation means there is a relation between those variables. So what I am saying, what is the definition of correlation? Correlation means correlation requires bivariate data. So bivariate data means I am taking two variables x and y. The correlation, now I will define correlation. What is the definition of correlation? The change in one variable affects the corresponding change in the other variable. Then there is said to be a correlation between those variables. Okay, so then I am saying that the change in one variable. What is the change? What is the change? Next you have to learn what is the change. Change means increasing or decreasing, whatever. So that means how many different types of correlations are there? Now we will discuss. Okay, so next topic is types of correlation. Types of correlation. So there are 5 types of correlations are there. First one is positive correlation. Positive correlation. Positive correlation. Second one is negative correlation. Second one is negative correlation. Third one is no correlation. No correlation. Otherwise uncorrelated. Uncorrelated. Okay. Fourth one is linear correlation. Fourth one is linear correlation. And last, fifth one is non-linear correlation. Non-linear correlation. Non-linear correlation. Okay. So how many types of correlations are there? There are 5 types of correlations are there. First one is positive correlation. Second one is negative correlation. Third one is no correlation. Fourth one is linear correlation. And fifth one is non-linear correlation. Now all of you know what do you mean by correlation? Correlation means what is that? Correlation requires at least bivariate data. Correlation means if the change in one variable affects the corresponding change in the other variable, then there exists a correlation between those variables. Now how many types of correlations are there? That means how many types of correlations are there? 5 are there. What is the first one? Positive correlation. So first we will discuss positive correlation. What is the meaning of positive correlation? Means suppose if one variable increases, the other variable also increases. If one variable increases, the other variable also increases. Otherwise, suppose if one variable decreases, the other variable also decreases. That type of correlation is called positive correlation. So what do you mean by positive correlation? Positive correlation means if the increase, this is increase, if the increase or decrease, if the increase or decrease of one variable affects the corresponding increase or decrease of the other variable, then there exists a positive correlation between those variables. What do you mean by positive correlation? Positive correlation means if the increase or decrease of one variable affects the corresponding increase or decrease of the other variable, then there exists a positive correlation. Like this you can define, or positive correlation can be defined if both the variables are in the same direction. Same direction means suppose if x increases, y also increases. Suppose if x decreases, y also decreases. So that means if both the variables are in the same direction, either increasing or decreasing, that type of correlation is called positive correlation. So now you know what is the definition of positive correlation. What is the definition of positive correlation? There are two ways you can write the definition. But the first one, if the increase or decrease of one variable affects the corresponding increase or decrease of the other variable, then there exists a positive correlation between those variables. ORR, if both the variables are in the same direction, if both the variables are in the same direction, then there exists a positive correlation between those variables. Can you give an example of a positive correlation? Can you give an example of a positive correlation? Any example? Positive means one increases, the other also increases. One decreases, the other also decreases. That type of correlation is called positive. Can you give an example? Suppose I am taking income and expenditure. Income and expenditure. Income and expenditure. I am taking two variables. One is income and one is expenditure. Suppose my income is 5,000. My income is 5,000. Then my expenditure will be 2,000. Suppose my income is 10,000. My expenditure will be 5,000. That means if income increases, expenditure also increases. If income decreases, expenditure also decreases. So this type of correlation is called positive correlation. Income and expenditure. Income increases, expenditure also increases. Income decreases, expenditure also decreases. That type of correlation is called positive correlation. Suppose height and weight. If height increases, probably weight also increases. If height decreases, probably weight also decreases. That type of correlation is called positive correlation. Like that, you can write any example. So positive correlation means if one variable increases, the other variable also increases. If one variable decreases, the other variable also decreases. That means both the variables are in the same direction. Then you can say there exists a positive correlation between those variables. Examples: income and expenditure, height and weight, etc. You can write any example like that. Okay. So now all of you understood what you mean by positive correlation. Negative correlation. Negative means reverse of positive. So what we are saying? Positive correlation means what is that? What is the meaning of positive correlation? If one increases, the other also increases. If one decreases, the other also decreases. That type of correlation is called positive correlation. Negative means what is the negative now? Negative means reverse. Reverse means what is that? Suppose if one increases, one variable increases, the other variable decreases. Suppose if one variable decreases, the other variable increases. That type of correlation is called negative correlation. That means now I will define negative correlation. What is a negative correlation? Negative correlation means that the increase or decrease of one variable affects the corresponding decrease or increase, reverse, decrease or increase of the other variable. Then there exists a negative correlation between those variables. Like this, you can define RR, ORR. If both the variables are in the opposite direction, that means if one increases, the other decreases. Suppose if one decreases, the other increases. That means opposite direction. See, opposite direction is there. So opposite direction. So that means if both the variables are in the opposite direction, then you can say there exists a negative correlation between those variables. Now all of you understood what do you mean by negative correlation. Negative correlation can be defined two ways. What is the first one? If the increase or decrease of one variable affects the corresponding decrease or increase of the other variable, then there exists a negative correlation between those variables. ORR, if both the variables are in the opposite direction, then there exists a negative correlation between those variables. Now, what are the examples of negative correlation? So, well-known example is there. All of you know volume and pressure. Volume and pressure. Suppose if volume increases, pressure decreases. Volume decreases, pressure increases. That type of correlation is called negative correlation. Okay, price and demand. Price increases, demand is very less. Price decreases, more demand, more purchases will be there. So like that, negative correlation. Negative correlation means you can write in opposite direction. So opposite direction, then you can say negative correlation exists. So now first one is completed, second one is completed. Next, no correlation, otherwise uncorrelated. In the name itself is a no correlation. No correlation means there is no relation. Two variables are there, there is no relation. They won't affect each other. That means that is called no correlation. No correlation means what? If the change in one variable does not affect the change in the other variable. If the change in one variable does not affect the change in the other variable, then there exists no correlation between those variables. Otherwise, those variables are called uncorrelated. So what do you mean by no correlation or uncorrelated? No correlation or uncorrelated can be defined as, what is that? If the change in one variable does not affect the change in the other variable, then there exists no correlation or both the variables are called uncorrelated. Then the variables are called uncorrelated. Can you give an example? One variable does not affect the other variable. Any example you can give with exists no relation. Suppose shoe size and handsome. Any relation is there? Shoe size and handsome? Shoe size affects handsome? Huh? So no relation, no relation. You can handsome and rich, handsome and rich. There is no relation. Intelligent and poor. There is no relation between the variables. That type of things are called no correlation. That means no correlation means, what do you mean by no correlation? If the change in one variable does not affect the change in the other variable, then the variables are called uncorrelated, or there does not exist any correlation between those variables. Examples, you can write any example which will be independent variables. That means shoe size, handsome, rich and poor, rich and uh, whatever may be, shoe size, whatever may be. You can write any example which is not related. You can write any example. Okay, so intelligent and rich, there is no relation. Intelligent and rich, only rich people are intelligent? No. So that means there is no relation. Like that, you can write any example for no correlation. Next one. What is the next one? Next one is linear correlation. Linear correlation. So what do you mean by linear correlation now? Linear correlation means, first I will define linear correlation, then I will give an example, then you will understand. So linear correlation means, if a unit change in one variable, carefully listen, linear correlation means if a unit change means one difference. Okay, if a unit change in one variable affects corresponding constant change in the other variable, then there exists a linear correlation between those variables. Again, I will repeat, what do you mean by linear correlation? Linear correlation means, if a unit change in one variable affects the corresponding constant change in the other variable, then there exists linear correlation between those variables. I will give an example. Suppose x and y are two variables. X and y are two variables. So I will give x values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y values I will write 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now see linear correlation. What is the linear correlation I have told? Linear correlation is nothing but, what is the linear correlation I have told? Linear correlation is nothing but if a unit change in one variable. What is the change here? 1 to 2, 1, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. That means if a unit change in one variable affects the corresponding constant change. What is the constant change here? 5 to 10, 5, 10 to 15, 5, 15 to 25, 20 to 25, 5. Constant change. What is that constant change? 5. That means there exists a linear correlation between those variables. So I think all of you understood now. So what do you mean by linear correlation? Linear correlation means if a unit change in one variable affects the corresponding constant change in the other variable. Then the variables is called, otherwise then there exists a linear correlation between those variables. So example, you can write any example like this. You can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Otherwise you can write 3, 6, 9. Constant change. 5, 5 difference. 4, 4 difference. 6, 6 difference. Your wish. Constant change you can write. Then there exists a linear correlation between those variables. Okay. Now the last one. What is the last one? Non-linear. Reverse of linear. Non-linear means, what is that? If a unit change in one variable does not affect a constant change in the other variable. Then there exists a non-linear correlation between those variables. What is the definition? Non-linear correlation means, if a unit change in one variable does not affect a constant change in the other variable, then the variables are called non-linear correlation. Otherwise, there exists a non-linear correlation between those variables. So for example, suppose I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, and next I am taking 2, 3, 8, 10, 20, 25. 20, 25. You can write any example. Okay. Now see, if a unit change in one variable does not affect a constant change, here change is not constant. If you observe here 2 to 3, only one difference. 3 to 8, 5 difference. 8 to 10, 2 difference. 10 to 20, 10 difference. 10, 20 to 25, 5 difference. So there exists no constant change. So that means, what do you mean by non-linear? Non-linear means, if a unit change in one variable does not affect a constant change in the other variable, then there exists a non-linear correlation between those variables. I hope all of you understood. Now, today what we have discussed, what are the definitions we have discussed? First definition we have discussed is univariate distribution. What do you mean by univariate distribution? If single variable is involved in any distribution, then it is called univariate distribution. What is the second one we have discussed? Second one is bivariate distribution. If two variables are involved in any distribution, then it is called bivariate distribution. Correlation requires bivariate data. Okay, so then I have defined correlation. Correlation means I am taking two variables x and y. What do you mean by correlation? If the change in one variable affects any change in the other variable, then there is said to be correlation between those variables. So how many types of correlations are there? How many types of correlations are there? 5. What is the first one? Positive correlation. What is the meaning of, what is the definition of positive correlation? If one variable increases, the other variable also increases. If one variable decreases, the other variable also decreases. That type of correlation is called positive correlation. Or both the variables are in the same direction, then you can say there exists a positive correlation between those variables. Next we have discussed is negative correlation. What do you mean by negative correlation? If the increase in one variable affects the corresponding decrease, and that means if one variable increases, the other variable decreases. If one variable decreases, the other variable increases. That type of correlation is called negative correlation. That means, what is the meaning of that sentence? If both the variables are in the opposite direction, one is upper side, one is lower side. That means both the variables are in the opposite direction, then you can say there exists a negative correlation between the variables. Third one is no correlation. No correlation means no effect. That means if the change in one variable does not affect the change in the other variable, then there exists no correlation. Otherwise, variables are called uncorrelated. And next one is linear correlation. What do you mean by linear correlation? If a unit change in one variable affects the corresponding constant change in the other variable, then there exists a linear correlation between the variables. You can write any example, I have already told. Okay, and then non-linear correlation. What do you mean by non-linear correlation? If a unit change in one variable does not affect a constant change in the other variable, then there exists a non-linear correlation between those variables. You can write any example like this. First one is unit change, second one is not a constant change. Not a constant change, you can write any example. I hope all of you understood. Is it clear? Is it clear, all of you?